Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Quentin here, and welcome back to tutorial number 17. And in this tutorial, we are going to continue talking about the CSS box model, and in particular, we are going to talk about the margin property. And this is actually going to be the last video on the box model. So if you guys are tired of this subject, then you got something to look forward to, because we're going to finish it now. Okay, so if you guys don't know where this code comes from or where this code comes from, it's from the previous two tutorials, so you might want to go back and watch those and then come back and watch this video. That would probably be a better choice for you. But if you guys have watched those videos, then let's continue. Okay, so like I told you guys in 2 videos ago, the margin is basically the white space around the outside of our element. Okay, so the space between the side of our browser and where my element actually starts, and the space between the top of the browser and where my element starts. Okay, so let's go back to CSS and change this up a little. Now all we have to do to work with margins is actually just type in the margin property, and then we just go ahead and give it a size, so it works exactly like padding in that sense. So we go ahead and just put 50 pixels, and now when we go back here and click refresh, we have 50 pixels of space on the top, 50 pixels of space on the left and on the right, and if there were 2 of these elements, we would have 50 pixels of space on the bottom as well. So better yet, let's go back here, and I'm just going to place my cursor right over there, and I'm going to push Ctrl D, and that duplicates that line. So now we should have 2 elements. So when we go back here and click refresh, now we have 50 pixels of space between these 2 elements as well. Okay, so that's just something neat that you guys can use from now on. But let's go back here and change this margin to 0 pixels. Okay, now you might think when I click refresh, my element would be touching the side, but as you can see, there's a little bit of space on the side here, and there's a little bit of space on the top as well. And that's because our body tag itself, so this tag over here, also actually has a margin and a padding that we would have to get rid of. So if you guys want to go ahead and do that, then you can just select the body tag just like that, and then what you can do is just go ahead and set that margin to 0 pixels, and for good measure let's just set the padding to 0 pixels, and then we'll be able to get rid of that margin. So go back and click refresh, and it's gone. So now everything is all touching each other. Okay, so I just had to do that in case any of you clever people wanted to try using a margin of 0 pixels. But let's go back there and talk a little bit more about margins. Okay, and again, this is going to work exactly like padding did. So we could go ahead and individually put in a margin on the top, and then again set another margin on the bottom, and so forth. So margin top, margin bottom, and I can't spell today, so I am useless. But okay, we could go ahead and do that. Very tedious, very time consuming. Or we could just go ahead and use that shortcut for padding that I showed you guys, which would just be margin, and then we could go ahead and put in all 4 values in a line, just like we did with padding in the previous 2 videos, I guess. Okay, so 0 pixels would be top, so it goes top, right, bottom, left. Just remember that. So let's just make a comment on the side here as well, just so that nobody forgets. So top, right, bottom, and left. And then we can go ahead and just put in, let's say, 10 pixels on the top, 30 pixels on the right, bottom, let's say 60 pixels, not that we're really gonna see it, and then let's go 100 pixels on the left. So we should get quite a big space on the left now. And now when we go ahead and click refresh, you can see we've got 100 pixels of space here, 10 pixels here, and then on the bottom we've actually got I think that was 60, was it not? Yeah, 60 on the bottom, and then what was that, 30 on the right. Okay, so that's just how margins work, and I hope this concludes the box model for you guys. I hope you guys understand the full box model now, and you guys can go out and just make boxes all over your website with all sorts of elements. So don't forget to subscribe. Please feel free to leave a comment, like, or share the video. It's really going to help my channel grow, and I'll see you guys next time.